Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through an AI business integration plan to define your brand narrative and your mission systems. So you're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to define a powerful brand story and a mission that communicates your deeper purpose, builds emotional connections, and positions your business as the obvious choice. So what we're going to cover today is, first off, we're going to go through that 6-step AI-powered framework. We're then going to identify, answer, and define 10 questions to define your AI strategy. We are then going to show you how to accelerate that strategy using the custom GPT over at BrandOptimizer AI. And then we're going to go through a 6-step prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy, also using the BrandOptimizer AI. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's jump in and get started. So step number 1 of this AI-powered growth framework is to define. So start by answering these 10 questions about your brand's origin, purpose, audience, and impact. Your answers will help us clarify what drives your business, how to articulate it clearly, and why your brand is relevant in the market. So the first question here is, how do you currently describe what your business does in one sentence? This is the first impression that people get of your brand. If it's vague, confusing, or too broad, it's likely not landing with your audience. Question number 2 is, what core problem does your business solve and for whom? Every strong brand solves a clear problem for a specific audience. If this isn't defined, your messaging will feel disconnected. Question number 3 is, why does your business exist beyond just making money? Your mission creates meaning for both your customers and your team. Without it, the brand lacks purpose and an emotional connection. Question number 4 is, what makes your brand different from competitors that are in your space? Clarity on your unique approach or values is what helps your business stand out in a crowded market. Question number 5 is, do you currently have a documented brand story, vision, or mission statement? If it's not written down or shared regularly, it's probably not guiding your decisions or resonating with your audience. Question number 6 is, how consistently is your mission or your story communicated across your website, your marketing, and your internal materials? Inconsistent messaging creates confusion. We need to know if your story is reinforced across all channels or if it needs alignment. Question number 7, what do customers or clients say when they describe your brand or why they choose you? This shows how your brand is actually perceived, which is often more insightful than what you intended to communicate. Question number 8 is, do you feel that your current messaging reflects who you are and what you stand for? If your message doesn't match your identity, it will be harder to attract the right people or build trust. Question number 9, what emotions or values do you want your brand to evoke in your audience? This helps define the tone and the personality of your brand, what you want people to feel when they interact with you. And then finally, question number 10 is, if your brand narrative and your mission were perfectly aligned, what would that help you do better? Whether it's attracting the right clients, improving internal clarity, or building loyalty, this defines the outcome that we're aiming for. So step number 2 of this framework is uncover. So you're going to define the origin, the influence, and the deeper purpose behind your brand. Every great brand starts with a reason and a story. This step helps you clarify what led to your business, the pain point that it solves, and the belief system that it is built upon. So you're going to write a origin story in plain language. You're going to clarify the shift that you want to create for your customers or your industry. You're going to identify the core beliefs that guide your decision making, and you're going to define the why behind what you offer, not just the what. So also within each of these phases within this framework, I've given you an AI prompt, but this is specifically a BrandOptimizer AI prompt. So I want to make sure that you're taking these prompts. So for example, this one is, we are a business type, so put your business type in there, that serves your target audience. Based on our 10 answers, help us write a compelling origin story and clarify the deeper purpose behind our brand. So then you're going to take those 10 questions and the answers and paste them in there along with this prompt. But like I said, I don't want you just to paste this into ChatGPT. what you need to do is to go over to BrandOptimizer.ai. Now, this is a custom GPT that we've developed, specifically has access to the brand identified knowledge base that is compiled of 25 years of experience working with dozens of different clients. So make sure you're heading over to BrandOptimizer.ai. You're going to go ahead and then launch the custom GPT, which opens up ChatGPT, but in the BrandOptimizer.ai custom GPT interface, because this is the one that has access to that knowledge base. And that's going to allow you to paste in that one prompt I just gave you, and then the additional prompts that are coming up within this framework, and any other brand building prompts within these integration for your AI business integrations into your business. So you're going to be able to prompt them right into here into this custom GPT, and it's going to access that knowledge base, and you're going to get the answers that are most relevant to your business. So I just want to make sure you're doing that. So step number 3 here is to distill. So this is going to turn your purpose into a clear, motivating brand mission. Mission statements are more than just words. This step distills your reason for existing into a statement that motivates your team and resonates with your market. So you're going to define what your business does, who it serves, and why it exists. You're going to make it practical enough to guide decisions, but inspiring enough to rally a team. You're going to ensure the mission reflects your long-term vision, not just your current offers. And you want to make sure that you avoid generic or buzzword-heavy phrasing. And then once again, I've given you another prompt, another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to go ahead and use over there in that custom GPT. Step number 4 is to craft. So you're going to write a brand narrative that captures attention and builds connection. This is where your story becomes a strategic communication asset. The goal is to connect emotionally and position your brand as the best choice. So you use your customer's problem as the entry point to your story. You're going to show the transformation or the shift that your brand creates. You're going to highlight the human side and the reason why your business exists. And you're going to end with a confident statement of who you are and what you stand for. And then, as always, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 4. Step number 5 is to integrate. So you're going to embed your story and your mission into daily brand communications. A brand story only works when it's actually used. So this step ensures that your narrative shows up across messaging, design, campaigns, and your team alignment. So you should add your brand story to your website and your about page, integrate your mission into marketing, onboarding, and hiring, use it as a filter for campaign themes and messaging tone, and train your team to reference the story when describing your brand. And then, as always, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to use in that custom GPT for step number 5. And then finally, step number 6 of this framework is to evolve. Refine and revisit your narrative as your business grows. Your mission and your story should stay aligned with your business. This step builds a system to keep it fresh, focused, and relevant. So review your mission statement annually during strategic planning. Refresh your narrative to match new offers, audience, or business pivots. Test new story angles or formats based on audience feedback, and ensure that internal alignment as your team grows or changes. And then I've created another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 6. So next we're moving into a 6-prompt AI sequence that I've provided over to use in BrandOptimizer.ai. This is going to instantly create your custom strategy using these prompts. So the first prompt is a strategy prompt, and that is, help me build a complete strategy for brand narrative and mission systems that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Prompt number 2, this is our execution prompt. So this is, give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement brand narrative and mission systems effectively in our business. Prompt number 3 is audit and optimization prompt. This one is audit our current brand narrative and mission systems and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4 is a template and a tool prompt. This is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve our brand narrative and our mission systems. Prompt number 4 is a role-based prompt. So this is how should and you're going to input your title or role within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, marketing manager, approach brand narrative and mission systems in a growing business. And the final prompt in this 6-prompt sequence is an integration prompt. And that is, how does brand narrative and mission systems connect with or support other areas in the business like marketing, sales, or operations? So this is a 6-prompt sequence that you can strategically add into that custom GPT over at BrandOptimizer.ai. And then finally, we have the Brand Growth AI OS. This is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. Now, I've prepared a short video overview of the Brand Growth AI OS, so I'm going to go ahead and cue that up, but also make sure you check out brandidentified.com for more information, and then also head over to brandgrowthaios.com as well. The Brand Growth AI OS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AI OS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AI OS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.